Welcome to the 2016 Vintage Report in Napa. So to start, I'd like to give a few words of introduction to speak about the Vintage Report and about the history of the Vintage Report, why we are doing this, and obviously start with thanking our sponsors and partners, the gold sponsor, ETS Laboratories, the silver sponsors, Segamoro and Force A, and the bronze sponsors, Lafor, Tonnery, Berger Fils, Canton, Terravion, Dynamax, Hermitage, Wells Fargo, and Massilva. And obviously, Friction Sciences is a partner of the Vintage Report in the sense that we are organizing and providing a lot of the scientific data that you're going to see today. So on Twitter, you can use Twitter at Vintage Report and hashtag VR 2016. So to start with, I'd like to come back to why we created the Vintage Report. So back in 2010, when we were starting the Friction Sciences with Thibaut in Napa, we felt that there was really a divide between the scientific research and the innovation and the wine industry. And so we wanted to bridge this divide and create really a bridge between you guys and innovation. And so we created the Vintage Report around three important concepts: innovation, terroir, and vintages. And so really the idea of the conference is to multiply the conference in all possible terroirs, potentially. And you'll see that it's been growing since 2010. And to repeat it every year, to talk about a new innovation, to talk about the vintage, and try to learn from it so that we can improve year after year. To support this goal, we created, back in 2015, the Vintage Report website. And so that's really where you can see everything that we are doing, the different conferences, but also some of the scientific presentation and that have been done in the past few years. So, for example, if you go to the TV channel, you'll see that you can find all the presentations that were done since 2015. And I'm really insisting on that because you'll see that Thibaut today will point towards presentations that were done in the past. And so I invite you to go to the website and really look at this presentation again to refresh your mind about the concepts that Thibaut is going to talk about. And really the idea for us is to create a body of knowledge so that year after year we build the knowledge around the wine industry, around the innovation, so that we can all improve and get better. Another innovation that we brought last year was that we are now live streaming the event, and so it's possible to see it across the world. And so right now we have in 2016 we have 4 events. And now we're going to have 6 locations across 2 continents. And on average, there is between 80 and 200 attendees per conference. And since the beginning, we had more than 50 speakers that participated. This event in Napa is the biggest one because I think today we're going to be a little bit more than 200. And then we have the one in Bordeaux, which is around 150. And so just to briefly go back to what we did in Bordeaux, the event was on December 12, 2016. It was interesting because we did it in the new building. There is a new, what they call La Cité du Vin. So it's a building that was built around wine and viticulture to really give an idea of the history of winemaking in Bordeaux. And so it's a beautiful building, and it was really the perfect place to do the Vintage Report. We had a lot of interesting speakers in 2016 in Bordeaux, and here are a few pictures that. So this is the building on the left, top left. So after the event in Napa, we'll have one in Paso Robles on January 31. Then we'll have Aix-en-Provence in southern France on February 7. Then Languedoc, the southern France in Narbonne on February 23. And finally, the event in Sonoma on March 8. So as you can see, it's really increasing. And hopefully, we're going to multiply this event. We are thinking about creating an event in Washington in 2017, and maybe trying to go in the southern hemisphere with Argentina. So before switching to the beginning of this conference with Team Mondavi, I wanted to briefly come back on what we talked about last year. So like every year, Thibaut talked about the 2015 vintage analysis and concluded with this vintage map that we are presenting every year, and showed that the 2015 vintage, that's on the bottom right, was one of the hottest and driest vintage in the last 30 years, and really explained that because it's positioned on the bottom right, it's really a winemaker vintage. And so Thibaut will show today how is 2016 positioned on this map. Then we had Alessandro Zanuta from Simonite & Search, who talked about pruning and new pruning technique to respect sap flow and avoid breaking up the flow, the vascular flow inside the vine. From there, we had Dario Cantu from UC Davis talking about the next generation diagnostics for grape trunk diseases. And really, he showed that using this technique, you could carry out trunk pathogen diagnostic directly from the grapefruit samples. Then we had Simone Castellarin from UBC talking about the influence of drought on fruit ripening and metabolism. And so, for example, for red grapes, he showed that water deficit strongly modulates flavonoid pathway. And today Thibaut will talk about that too. The water deficit hastens degradation of carotenoids, increases concentration of volatiles, and potentially affects the sensory attributes of wine. Then we had Professor Kennedy, who is now at Constellation Brands, who talked about the measurement of activity and how it helps us characterize sensorial properties of tannins. And basically, he showed that activity decreases as tannin incorporate colors. From there, we had David Mills from Davis talking about the ability to characterize microbes in the wine production, and the fact that this next generation of tools will enable complete mapping of fungal and bacterial microbia within the grape, wine, and potentially beer continuum. And today we'll have a talk on that too. So that'd be interesting to see the latest development in microbes characterization. Then in the afternoon we had Greg Jones from Southern Oregon University, who did his yearly, I would say, climate review. And in particular, he talked about the fact that it was an El Niño year with an El Niño that was waning down, but which was still pretty active. And we'll see with Thibaut that it had a pretty strong footprint on the vintage in 2016. Okay, so that's all I have to say for what we talked about last year. In conclusion, I'd like to give you some practical stuff. So this year we are going to use this service. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's called Slido. And the idea is that with Slido you can ask questions during the presentation, and then Thibaut will use his computer to look at the question and ask your question at the end. So to do that, you just log in on the www.sly.do. And the event code is hashtag VR2016. And from there, you can basically, this is what it looks like on your iPhone. And so you see you have a button at the top right, and you can ask a question. And if you see also an interesting question, you can vote on that question so that it will go up in the list. Finally, in terms of Wi-Fi, you have a Wi-Fi here. It's the Westin Verasa meeting Wi-Fi, and the password is VR 2016 too. I'd like to end this introduction coming back to our sponsor and thanking our sponsors. And now I'm going to give Thibaut the mic.